I've never told anybody this, not fully and not honestly. I don't think I ever will again after this. It happened 3 years ago. I had just moved into a unit that sat beneath the city. A converted maintenance space below the street level. A bachelor bunker, the ad called it. No windows, no signal, no noise. Just the distant hum of water lines. The occasional clang of pipes. Sounds like a dream at the time. I needed the quiet. The main feature was this massive central drainage pipe that ran from the ceiling down to a sealed grate in the floor. It had been rerouted and capped off. Useless, supposedly. But I never liked how it sounded when I first walked in. Like it was still breathing. At night, the silence would distort. I'd hear drips echoing from places that didn't exist, or hums, actual voices speaking in a slow, watery cadence. Sometimes they'd mimic my name, sometimes my voice. I stopped calling anyone on the phone after that. I didn't want to hear myself talking twice. A month in, the water stopped draining from my sink. I checked the tap, the pipes, the wall access, all clear. But the sink would still fill up with a black water overnight. No smell, no debris, just black fluid sitting perfectly still, like a mirror into nothing. I called the landlord and he just sent a plumber who walked in, looked at the sink and left without saying a word. Never came back. Then it got worse. I started hearing knocking from inside the pipes. First distant, then closer. Then directly beneath the floor. Always at the same time though. 3:17 a.m. I recorded it once, but when I played the audio back, there were no knocks. Just a slow inhale and a word whispered so close to the mic, it clipped. I stopped sleeping. Then the dreams began. Or what I thought were dreams. I'd wake up in a hallway outside of my unit, key still in the lock, or inside the maintenance crawl space across the hall with my hands covered in wet rust. One time, I woke up standing directly above the floor drain, staring down into it. It had opened, but only for me. That night, I decided to seal it myself. I bought resin, steel mesh, everything I could think of. As I leaned over the drain, I swear to you, something pulled the breath out of me. Not a chill or fear. It felt like my lungs were deflated. Like I was being drained. The whisper came again from behind me, and it said, "You're already here." I turned, no one. But the walls were different, and the hallway outside my door stretched way longer than it should. Pipes curled where there were none before. Everything felt copied. Like I wasn't in my own unit anymore, but a different version of it. And then I heard it. The footsteps behind the walls. Wet, slapping sounds, moving faster than they should. Every light flickered. The water in the sink boiled black. The drain gurgled. I grabbed my keys and I ran, but the door wouldn't open. The lock turned, but the handle wouldn't budge. Then the knocking started again. Louder, sharper. From the door, from the floor, from the pipes, from the ceiling. And then silence. I woke up 2 days later in a hospital bed, dehydrated and disoriented. They found me passed out in a stairwell 2 floors up, talking to no one. I moved out that same day, and I never went back. But sometimes, when it's late, I can still hear the knock. 3 knocks, always at 3:17 a.m. Oh, and the drain at my new place? Sealed. But it's not silent.